Last month as a sales rep, I essentially made $0. And now, 4 days into this month so far, I've essentially made 5,000 Australian dollars on the new offers that I'm on. Now, I want to share, I guess, a bit of progress updates that I made in terms of, what's been going on, the new offer, how that's all going, like the deals that I've actually closed, and, walk through all that stuff and how I've actually been going about it. So for the longest time, I was on that other offer. So it's lead gen for trades businesses, and I hadn't made any money on that offer. I hadn't yet to close a deal because the thing is that I was struggling because I didn't really know the language, like where like I'm on the same level of knowledge as them, to where I can have like an in-depth, nuanced conversation. I would be able to have high-level conversations in terms of like keeping it broad, but once I get into the specifics, I wouldn't know all the different industries because they work with roofers, solars, like solar installers, and bathroom renovations and all those sorts of things. And I know generally like how those industries sort of work, but I don't know how to talk about the specifics. So I would get lost and actually struggle to close deals in that for quite a while. However, I took my first call on the Dan Henry offer, so the getclients.com offer. And the first call I took, I closed. So closed them on 9K, 3K a month across 3 months. So I closed that deal. I took another call. That one didn't turn into anything. However, that was a future follow up for a future close. And like we've been in communication still, which is promising because if someone says to you that they're keen to do something and then they ghost you right after, you never hear back from them again, it's probably a sign that they just wanted to get off the call. But we've been in constant communication. So that's likely to turn into a deal in 2 weeks, and that'll look like an 8K PIF. So yeah, that one hasn't closed yet, but that's just another call I had. I had another one where, that one closed as well. Essentially, he gave me his last $3,000 in order to be able to get in to the program. I won't talk about how much it cost specifically, but he needed a payment plan. And he was sort of in a heavy situation to where he had some debt. I won't mention who he is specifically, but he had a heavy situation. And how I went about that, because I did a call review with my brother, and it didn't look like that was going to close. Like honestly, the way the call was going, it didn't look like it was going to close. And I didn't really want to close him because I knew that the program could definitely help him. However, I don't want to take someone's last money and put them in a bad situation, even worse than it already is. And I made sure he understood that, look, you obviously have this thing over you that you need to get X amount of money in the next 30 days. Like, are you going to look at this like a failure if you don't get that amount of money? And he said, no, it's not. He's not going to place responsibility on the program, on this, on that. So essentially what I wanted to do with him was that I wanted to get him to understand that, look, this program's going to help you, but it's not going to work on the time frame that you have. Are you going to be okay with that? And he was okay with that, but he's just exhausting all avenues. So that ended up turning to another deal again. That was another deal. And I took one just this morning that didn't close because he wasn't qualified. Like, we work with coaches, consultants, agencies, info products, all those types of things. And he ran a drop shipping store essentially. So we don't work with those types of people. So I turned them away. And there was another guy that I spoke with from Germany who that deal didn't close. But what he was looking for, if I was to be honest, I could have closed that one. However, it wasn't the typical case. The typical case that people have when they come to us on this offer is that they're confused. They're not sure what to sell. Like, they're not sure who to sell it to. They're not sure what problem to solve. They've failed in the past. They've tried a bunch of different stuff. They're confused with who to listen to because 10 gurus are telling them to do 10 different things. So that's the state of mind that these people come to us with. This guy was different. He was just drained and sick of selling one-to-one stuff because it was taking a lot of resource, time, and energy, and he wanted to transition to one-to-many. So I feel as though I could have done that one better in terms of like how I went about having that conversation and how I went about pitching it. However, it is a learning process. So essentially, from the 5 calls we've taken, one of those weren't really qualified. So let's just say from the 4 qualified calls I've taken, I've closed 2. So that's actually on sales calls. And then aside from that, I closed 2 mastermind sales. So that was two payments of 5K, so 2 different people. So essentially from that we've got 5K, 5K, 3K, 3K. So we're looking at 11K right there and then. And then actually no, I closed another 5K mastermind. So I've closed 3 so far. So that'll be 16K cash collected in the past few days for the Get Clients offer. And then on the other Australian one, because I'd built up that confidence, I just had like conviction oozing through my veins because I've been showing up, doing the work. I just hadn't gotten the result yet. But now, because I had closed those 5 deals on that account, when I actually jumped back on the other account, my conviction was just oozing through my veins, and I closed the 12K PIF last night. So if we're looking at it in terms of cash collected, collected $28,000 between the both offers in the last 4 days. Now compare that to last month. I did nothing last month, and now I'm obviously starting to see some fruits of my labor. So that's pretty cool to see. We're essentially sitting around it's around the 5K mark in commissions so far. So that'll be Australian dollars, obviously be a little bit less than US, but that's essentially where we're at. And obviously we've got like a bunch of pending stuff in the pipeline, but I won't talk about that. I'll just talk about what I've actually closed. So 3 5K masterminds, 2 9K deals, but those are on payment plans, and a 12K paid in full. And I got a bunch of shit in the pipeline as well. So that's what I've done. Now, what's changed that has allowed me to do this much this month so far? Nothing's really changed. Like, people probably think that I've changed a bunch of shit and now that I'm just crushing it. I've just fully committed. Like, I wake up, sales. I go to the gym, come back, eat, sales. It's just the amount of time like I'm spending actually producing like ROI or income producing activities. Like, I'm either on the DMs on my phone, like selling. I'm either on the sales calls selling. I'm either dialing no-shows, reschedules, selling. It's just the amount of time I'm actually putting into income producing activities has changed. And my level of conviction has changed because I'm obviously building more confidence. And on on an offer like getclients.com, it's an amazing offer. And the guy, like the reputation, Dan Henry's reputation speaks for himself. So that also helps as well. So I know that even if someone's spending the last money to get in, as long as they do the work, I know that it's going to work because it's a sick product and I've seen the results that other people have gotten with it. So I have no problem selling people into that. And I think, Alex Hormozi talks about conviction being a massive piece of the part. Like, if you could just it doesn't matter like of the script of what you're actually selling, but if you could just have that conviction part in place, all the other stuff's less important in my opinion, like the sales tactics, the sales questions, like that stuff plays a part, but conviction is definitely the biggest mover in terms of like how much leverage the conviction holds compared to anything else. Now, a conversation I had with my friend. So initially I was like, I want to make $10,000 Australian dollars a month this month. He's like, Australian dollars? He's like, why not US? I was like, okay, 10K US. And then the first day I smashed it. And then he was like, bro, he's like, you're already 10% the way that they're like after one day. He's like, you need to change the goal. So okay, how about 15K? He's like, nah. He's like, double it. I was like, 20K. So okay. And in that point in time, I was like, fuck, 20K. I was like, I was at 0 last month. Now I'm going to make 20K US. That's a massive fucking jump. And I started like talking myself out of it, negative self-talk. Oh, it's going to be hard. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it, this, that, and the other. However, he empowered me to realize that like, bro, he's like, you're more than capable. You've made that type of money before. You're more than capable. Just because you're starting from 0, you're not actually starting from 0 because you have the skills. If you just dedicate most of your time to selling, he's like, you'll get it. 100% you'll get it. And then like in that point in time, I was like, okay, like maybe. But then it sort of kicked in like, fuck, I need to like really get after it. And that's the importance of having big goals. Because if you have like a 5K or a 10K goal, that's like the realistic goal, then you're like, it doesn't really motivate you enough. Like it doesn't bring that extra level out of you. Like me having this goal of making 20K a month after giving $0 the last month, whether I get there or not, it doesn't matter. Like that does not matter whether I get there. It's the person who I become in that journey. The type of person that I actually have to step into becoming to be able to get there. Even if I fall short, 2K short, 5K short, whatever, even if I exceed it, 25K a month, doesn't matter because it's the person who I become. Now, if I reach the goal, fantastic. Set a bigger goal the next month, bigger goal the next month, bigger goal the next month. But where I'm at now, obviously a lot better. I just got a place as well. So like I've been over right in front of me where I'm recording this video, there's a couch and there's a bed. I've been sleeping on his couch for the past few weeks. And like, obviously he's a great friend, my mate that I live with, but I don't want to cramp his style. if he wants to bring girls over, all that stuff. I want a Krampus style. So one level under, a place opened up. So now I have my own place, so I can actually sleep on a bed instead of a couch now. So we're making some forward progress. However, I just spent pretty much my net worth. Like obviously I got some commissions on the way that's yet to be paid out, but I essentially just spent my net worth. But the thing is that when you have skills and you know you can sell people, you like as a salesperson, that's the beautiful thing. If you need more money, just go out and sell more people. Simple. And when you sell for a good product, it just becomes so much easier to be able to go out there and actually do that. Now, as I mentioned, the goal for the month is 20k USD, which is about $30,000 in Australian. So like we're making some good progress. We're on track for that goal. I'm breaking it down to a daily number. On average, I need to average, I think it's around 650 US dollars a day because it's 31 days this month. So that just makes the goal much more digestible. I know like, okay, boom, 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 need to hit this number every single day. And once I hit that daily goal, I don't switch off. I keep pushing for more. And that's something that my friend's been teaching me as well. Because like in the past, I would sign a deal and I'd get happy. I'd go celebrate and do this. My friend is sort of, I guess, worked it into me that, okay, you signed a deal. Good stuff, bro. Where's the next one? You signed another one? Okay, good. Where's the next one? So you're always looking for that next deal, because the moment you try and internalize, you get comfortable, you have it's good to feel proud of yourself, but you need to go out there and get after more, because you don't want to get comfortable. And that's been my issue in the past. I've gotten comfortable in the past, but we just want to be constantly looking for the next deal. So that's the update so far. Got my own place, making some money. Where to from here? So the goal, I'm focused on the goal and what I need to be doing on a daily basis in order to actually reach that goal. I'm going to be getting some sales training soon. So once commissions hit my account, straight into sales training. I'm not a hoarder with money. I would rather multiply the money. The way I'm going to multiply the money right now is with my skills. And once I get to 30, 40, 50K a month, which I have no doubt that I'll actually get there, then I can start looking at leveraged, like, investing in stuff. Or maybe not even at that point. Maybe it's at 100K a month. But at least I see myself selling for the next few years at least. But because I'm surrounded by someone like Dan Henry, I have a ton I can learn. I don't really want to leave. I do see myself wanting to start my own offer later down the line, like a couple years down the line. But for now, I'm in a process of skill acquisition. So I'm going to take advantage of the offer that I'm on as much as possible. I'm going to learn as much from Dan as I can regarding marketing, offers, selling, all that stuff. And I'm going to be investing all my money into just getting new skills, getting those 1% edges, because most people hoard their money, start buying Rolexes, Lambos, all that stuff. That stuff's fantastic. I have those aspirations myself. I want that nice stuff. But right now, my focus is on this. And the larger goal is I have close friends living in Dubai. They want to get a joint house together, but they're making a shit ton more money than me. Like they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. And I feel as though I'm not at that level to where I can go live that lifestyle with them. So that's the larger goal. That's what I'm getting after. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. That's what the goal is right now. That's where my focus is. But yeah, you can follow the journey over on Twitter, or you can drop me a follow on Instagram as well. And yeah, if you have questions, shoot me a question, voice note, whatever it is. See ya.